to join our energy, join our present moments together. Alrighty, I think we are good. I want to honor your time. So if you're with us live, let's just pause where we are. If you are doing this later on with the recording, then you just pause in whatever moment of the day you have found. And as we do, I encourage us each, just let your eyes close or bring your gaze down away from the device or the screen and just start to notice your breath. Maybe you don't even try to control it this morning. Maybe you just make this a time of noticing. Just watch the inhale. Watch that second when it turns into the exhale. And just feel that beautiful rhythm, that ebb and that flow, that in and that out. And as we pause today, the day of the new moon, the day that if you look at any moon calendar will tell you there is 0% of light in the night sky. But this new moon is extra special. It is the first new moon of this calendar year, and it represents the Lunar New Year. And many of us have no idea what that even means. But the way I always like to compare this is we start off the calendar new year with great expectations, so many intentions. Maybe you call them resolutions and plans. We write commitments down and then we do our very best to hold to them. And then a few weeks go by and old patterns return and old ways of thinking pop up. And we get frustrated with ourselves as we settle back into the patterns that we were trying to break, the conditioned ways of thinking that we were trying to get away from. And then comes this Lunar New Year day. This day when the moon has no light, just because of the position of everything from the sun and the earth and the moon together. We don't have any light in our night sky. And I am always, when I see this new moon, reminded of the words of one of the most beautiful songs by Trevor Hall. He says, darkness has its teachings. Darkness has its teachings. But then he follows that with this line that says, and love is never leaving. So there's this consistency of the love, regardless of it, if it is a day of light or if it is a day of dark. If it is a period of life of light or a period of life of dark. And so on this new moon day, I encourage us not to reflect back on the resolutions we set January 1st and that we've fallen away from or broken. Let's not think about the plans that we've made and the new habits we tried to create that were so good for a couple weeks and maybe now they're not as good. Let's let the darkness of this day teach us something about ourselves. Teach us about our purpose. Teach us about love. Because when you learn to love yourself on the days of no light, you are learning love that will take you through every challenge and trial that comes your way. There is so much suffering around us. There's suffering within us, and we know that. And it's not discounting the toughness of these situations and things that we go through. It is just truly honoring that there are times in our life where we need to be still. We need to be still. You don't rush into a dark room and flail about just making your way through. No, you go slowly, cautiously until you find your way or until light returns. What if we did the same thing in our lives? If you were in a dark spot here, maybe just for today, maybe there's something bigger going on and it feels like it's hanging on. Or maybe you're feeling good right now and later on today, there'll be something that happens where this moment of darkness just shows its face. But whatever it is, I'm going to hold to those words of that Trevor Hall song that he says, darkness has its teachings. And that line, I love it because it follows the line of, you can't rush your healing. You can't rush your healing. Just like you don't rush into the dark room. You can't rush your healing. Darkness on this new moon, this beautiful day of the Lunar New Year, it has teachings for us. And my question for you today, as we get ready to return to our schedules and our activity hour, my question is, are you willing to be still and let it teach you? In the darkest moments of my life, in the biggest trials that I've gone through, it's the stillness